and the law will provide incentives for you to retire in this great city of Nairobi. And that will be extended to you, Mr. Secretary General, just in case. Just in case you consider retiring in this city of Nairobi, because we have a great relationship with the UN family, UN staff who work out of here. They have become part and parcel of the Kenyan family, and we want to make sure that they can enjoy the city of Nairobi and enjoy Kenya beyond their working experience here. We look forward to deepening our partnership with the United Nations at Nairobi as Nairobi continues to grow as a center of global diplomacy and a symbol of international cooperation for generations ahead. Thank you very much, and enjoy your stay in Nairobi. Asante sana.
Thank you, Your Excellency, President Ruto, for your remarks. Excellencies and distinguished guests, we now come to the highlight of today's ceremony, the groundbreaking for the UNON New Assembly Hall and Conference Facilities project. I kindly invite the following 10 to come forward for the ceremonial turning of the soil. Ms. Anna Claudia Rosbach, UN Undersecretary General and Executive Director for the UN Human Settlements Program, UN Habitat. Ms. Inga Anderson, UN Undersecretary General and Executive Director, UN Environment Program, UNEP. Mrs. Zainab Hao Bangura, UN Undersecretary General and Director General of UNON. His Excellency, Mr. William MacDonald, Permanent Representative of Barbados to the United Nations in Kenya and Chair of the Advisory Board of the Conference Facilities Project. Her Excellency, Dr. Aida Odinga, Permanent Representative of the Republic of Kenya to UNON and UNEP. Dr. Chris Kipto, Principal Secretary, the National Treasury. His Excellency, Dr. Musalia Mudavadi, Prime Cabinet Secretary and Cabinet Secretary for Foreign and Diaspora Affairs, Government of Kenya. Ms. Amina Mohammed, Deputy Secretary General of the United Nations. I would now like to invite Mr. Antonio Guterres, the Secretary General of the United Nations, and His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya, to come forward. I also invite members of the media, yes, to come forward, thank you, to the designated media area for the official photo opportunity. These shovels have been specially made with wood harvested from a tree in the compound, so it's been recycled. And I would now invite you all to use the shovels to turn the top of the soil for this historic occasion. Another round of applause. I will now invite His Excellency the President and the Secretary of the United Nations to share a few words with the media right there, after which they and their delegations and the media will depart to the second part of our program. I request that the rest of our distinguished guests remain seated, and I'll provide more information on the next segment of the program. Thank you. Over there. Secretary General, if you'd like to share some reflections on this occasion. We're going to get a mic. Where the mics?
Check.
Just do it from
Check.
the podium then. No.
So, I have made my comments already on this very consequential ceremony. An investment of close to $340 million to expand the infrastructure and facilities, especially the conference facilities in this campus, and for which we are truly grateful to the Secretary General's leadership and the UN member states for providing the resources for this facility to be built. And as I have said, there will be complementary investments by the government of Kenya to support the investments being made by member states and the UN family here in Nairobi. We will be improving mobility around the city of Nairobi by building an extra 267 kilometers. It's a program I launched 2 months ago. We will also be enhancing water availability. We are investing in some of our water resources to make sure that we have additional resources and additional water in this campus and in the city of Nairobi. We will be investing in making Nairobi much more beautiful and cleaner. And we will be lighting the city of Nairobi. We are going to roll out initially 40,000 lights around the city of Nairobi, and then followed by another 50,000 to make it 90,000 before the end of this year, again to improve livability in the city of Nairobi for all the residents of the city of Nairobi, including the UN family that live with us here. This is a very important occasion for us. We are truly grateful to the Secretary General and the UN family and the member states for making this project a success. And we look forward to partnering with the UN going into the future, and for all the things that we do together, thanking the Secretary General for his advocacy, for his voice on matters that affect the Global South, from the international financial architecture. And I have had occasion to share this with the Secretary General, that the Global South is depending on him to use his voice to advocate, not just for the reform of the international financial architecture, but to also support the new Africa financial architecture that we have designed, and also what we have done in Kenya with our new National Infrastructure Fund, so that we can have a multiplicity of interventions to make sure that we deal with the challenge of debt, we deal with the challenge of access to concessional resources at scale. And we have made proposals which we hope to carry with the Secretary General all the way to every fora, including the G7 that is going to be held in a month's time, and all the other multilateral fora that we will find as a way of finding solutions. It's been for a very long time that this continent, the Global South, is about problems, conflict, disease, poverty. We're changing that altogether. even as we carry out the French Africa Summit in Nairobi, it is contextualized differently, that this continent is not about it's not about aid, it's not about loans. This continent is about ideas, solutions, and investments. And that is the conversation we are having in Nairobi, different from other conversations that have been had before. And therefore, I am looking forward to working with the Secretary General and the UN family here in Nairobi as we fashion solutions for the challenges that face our nations and our continent, and providing global solutions to global challenges. We're very proud on behalf of the government and people of Kenya of this investment, and we look forward to working together. Mr. Secretary General.
Ladies and gentlemen of the media, this complex would not be possible without the enormous generosity and hospitality of the government and people of Kenya. The government of Kenya has been absolutely essential to create the conditions to allow for the biggest campus in the UN